Hello, Cancer. Welcome, Siren. Let's see if we can hear your song. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. It looks like there's a decision to be made. You've got the Tower under there. And under that, the Five of Pentacles. Something that made you feel left out in the cold. It looks like you're blowing it up or something. Anyway, decision to be made. Bottom of the clarifying deck, we have Knight of Swords, and we also have Knight of Cups, and we have the Lovers, and we have Justice. Okay, so also about making the right decision. It can be about choosing between two partners, choosing to love or not love someone, but making the desire to make a decision that's divinely inspired by design. To design a decision that's divinely inspired. And you have the energy of two mutable signs here, Gemini and Pisces, both knights. So I guess it's possible this could represent two different people that you're deciding between, but that's just a possibility. Let's look at the reading, shall we? First line of your first verse, we have Ace of Swords, Cancer. Okay, so you're coming in with great clarity. That's absolutely wonderful. Facing a decision, it's good to have clarity, right? And then Four of Swords, taking a rest. In this deck, that's kind of like David Bowie as Krishna. In the Rider-Waite deck, the Four of Swords, remember it's like the soldier having returned from battle, lying in his coffin, contemplating the appreciation for the fact that he's still alive after having survived. So it's a rest and contemplation regarding what you appreciate. So Ace of Swords to Four of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. So time marching on, things moving forward, cycles, culminating in the new. And from there, Cancer, we have the Two of Pentacles. So some juggling here. I don't know if you're juggling a Knight of Swords and a Knight of Cups, and that's why you're faced with making a decision. That's one possible interpretation, is that you're deciding between two lovers. It could just be deciding between two ways of viewing things. Do I want to look at this through the mind, or do I want to look at this through the heart? Your chorus is grace. It's such a beautiful energy. So the grace of a dancer, an athlete, a tightrope walker, which is just natural to them, and as a result of that, they have like mannerisms that you just can't help but look at. It's just sort of an elegance that's within as a result of mastery, So that beautiful theme energy is the chorus of your song. The first line of the second verse is the Eight of Pentacles. So there's something that you've been hard at work on, that you've been devoted to, that you've been productive within. And then the second line is the Star, card of Aquarius. So the sense of being blessed. Can you see her face? There's kind of lightning all around her. There's a lot of lightning in Aquarius, in the Hindu tradition regarding the nakshatra. There is electricity, electrical storms, a sense of electricity, and then there's also lightning striking. As we move from the collective being to the cosmic one, that awareness strikes us in Aquarius. And then we have the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, which is beautiful. So 8 of Pentacles to 9 of Cups. And then we have 6 of Wands, victory. So that's a beautiful second verse. 8 of Pentacles, something you're working on, the star, it's blessed. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment and victory. Gorgeous. And then we move with grace as the chorus, we move to spiral as the bridge. So grace and spiral. Spiral is about embracing the new. Shed your skin if you haven't already. If you have already shed your skin, try to be comfortable and peaceful in the newness of your raw skin. There's an exercise recommended in the Shaman Oracle deck. On the ground, like in the sand at the beach with a stick or something, draw like a really big spiral that you can walk in, and enter the spiral really slowly and walk like all around it. And then when you get to the center, you ask the universe to take away the things in your life that are not working. So, okay, let's begin to clarify, Cancer. We opened your deck with the Ace of Swords, and we opened your deck. We opened your reading with the Ace of Swords, and that's clarified by the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Rods in this deck. So there's something that you are laying down, burdens that you are laying down, works with the spiral, yes? And you are resting, contemplating that which you appreciate with the 4 of Swords, and that's clarified by this Page of Wands. Some kind of fiery message coming in. Now we have Wheel of Fortune, and Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Hanged Man. So life is turning, right? We have a lot of spiral energy in this reading. Things are moving. The wheel is moving. You're being carried. And where you're being carried is to remain still while answers come to you. Right? So if life is moving and you're remaining still, it would indicate that what is moving within you. And there's something that needs to be juggled, and we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't read reversals. I'm really careful to keep all the decks upright. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lack of cooperation. And then in comes the energy of grace. You know, the obedient body, right? The fluidity of movement, the fluidity of mannerisms. And there's something you've been working on with 8 of Pentacles, and then we have King of Swords, which is also Aquarius energy, right? The logical king energy, blessing what you've been working on, Cancer. And then from there we have the Star, card of Aquarius, and then we have this little Page of Cups. And we had the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. And Page of Cups is a little message of love. Card of... No. This is the Page, not the Knight. Sorry. It's a little message of love coming in. Blessed. So that might shed some light if you identified as choosing between 2 lovers, and one of them is you know, feels like this guy and one of them feels like this guy, or one of them's a Gemini and one of them's a Pisces, or one of them's an air sign and one of them's a water sign, and one of them's really leads with the logic and one leads with the heart. Like, if that resonates for you in any way, you know, because you have, remember, the Lovers there, and then Justice, then this might be a sort of indication that the message coming from this one is this one, Cups, is blessed. Not to say that the other one isn't blessed. And we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and there's your Ten of Pentacles, Cancer. So Eight of Pentacles, what you've been working on, clarified by King of Swords, so embodiment of the air energy, logic. Then we have Aquarius, which is, you know, King of Swords is also Aquarius. So card of Aquarius, the star, blessings over the Page of Cups, love offering or love message. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and Tent of Pentacles. All is right in your tent. You know, in your world, in the world you've created. And we have your Six of Wands, card of victory, and then we have Judgment. Now, I had seen the Judgment card under here, so this is your bottom of your deck, right? Two of Swords, this decision that you have to make. Tower under there. Five of Pentacles, having been left out in the cold, and then Judgment card. And under there is the Sun, and then under there is the Lovers, too. So, under there is the Empress. We could go on forever. You look pretty supported, though. Ten of Cups under that. So here, your Six of Wands, your victory, it's some kind of like, you're like exonerated. Here, you're sort of celebrated, approved of by the divine. I mean, I don't really know how else to... Something's right. Something's right with your victory. And then from there we move to Grace and the Spiral. You know? To moving with great fluidity through life, with elegance. This kind of elegant energy kind of overriding the whole reading. And then, you know, sort of walking that spiral and asking to have that which isn't working in your life removed. So it's, I think that the reading is about divine assistance over decision. You know, let's quickly summarize before we go on to Vimeo. Check out the third verse. So you open with the Ace of Swords. You're very clear that there's some kind of burden you need to lay down, right? The decision, the fact that you need to make the decision, or maybe haven't been facing the decision until now, is burdening you, and you're laying down that burden. From there you have the Four of Swords. Restfully contemplating that which you're grateful for. Page of Rods, a fiery little message comes in. We don't know who this fiery little message is from, but there's a fiery little message. It could even just rise up from inside you. And the wheel is moving. Life is moving. Life is moving, and you're staying still. So something is moving within you. Something is stirring within you. You know, this, whatever it is you've been juggling, it isn't working. There's no cooperation in there, or there's like a lack of collaboration. And then grace comes in. Fluidity of movement, fluidity, elegance in your mannerisms, like elegance in your decision making, you know, a sort of like grace, just kind of like floods the situation. A divine grace, even. There's something you've been working on. And then card of Aquarius is here. King of Swords, like great logic applied to what you've been working on. And then that confirmation of the Aquarius energy and the star. Blessings, clarified by this love offering. or this love message, or this message of emotional support. You know? Even, you know, can come from within, can be a sense that, like, you feel the love of the divine that's supporting you. I mean, you were in the Hanged Man energy while the wheel was turning, and then you emerged from that with this sort of grace. From the Star, clarified by the Page of Cups, we move to the Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. So your wish fulfillment and everything right in the tent over your life. You know, we create our world. We create this like sort of tent over our life. Remember, I accidentally called it the Tent of Pentacles. So there's this big tent over your pentacles. And you're victorious. Right? In the Last Judgment, which is what's called here. You're victorious. Ultimately, Cancer, which is really beautiful. And then Chorus and Bridge, the Spiral, and Grace and the Spiral. You know, asking the divine to release that which isn't working. So getting assistance with your decision. Divine assistance with your love decision. That's what I'm going to call this reading. And if this is where I leave you, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure. I'm going to go over on Vimeo and look at that third verse. Okay, bye, Cancer.